Hi, this is Miss Tessie with Perfect Start Learning, and today we are going to talk about developmentally appropriate practices. The reason that I wanted to bring this up is because I actually have run across a couple of teachers that use developmentally appropriate practices as a way to disregard certain things that they don't feel comfortable with teaching in a classroom, which is not what this is for. DAP can actually be found on the NACCE website. They have a book out about it, and they have it in their NACCE bookstore. So if you have not checked out NACCE, which is the National Association of the Education of Young Children, I would highly suggest that as a way to as a good resource for you as a parent or as a teacher or a family child care provider. Now, to get more into what developmentally appropriate practices is, it is a way to ensure that you are actually imparting knowledge to children in a way that they can understand. What ends up happening, though, as of late, is that I'm seeing a lot of teachers use developmentally appropriate practices as a way to get out of teaching things that they don't think younger children should be taught, which is not what DAP is about. DAP is actually about making sure that you take material and you frame it for the children that are in your care. A great example of this would be Black History Month. I actually have run across a couple of people who think that Black History Month is not developmentally appropriate for children. This is as far away from the truth as could possibly be. You can teach anything to small children if you figure out a way to have the material reach them. And the way that I have found for Black History Month to reach children is by books. You would be surprised at the amount of things that you can find in books that will help you make things developmentally appropriate for the classroom that you are teaching. Since I teach preschool age, I use children's books that are for their age range. Now, because there are not a ton of preschool books that deal with Black History Month and the subject matter, I take books for children that are slightly older, and we do picture walks through the books. And picture walks are where, instead of reading the story word for word, you help them go through the book on a picture walk. For example, I'm sorry if the light's too bright. This is Fancy Party Gowns, the story of fashion designer Anne Cole Lowe, and I use this book to teach about Anne Cole, and we took a picture walk. Now, this book doesn't necessarily need a picture walk. It does the words, as you can see, there are a lot of words, so some pages may require you to go through and just give a quick summary of what's happening either on the page or what the words are saying in general. So, the activity that will go along with this book will be the children actually putting them, making their own dresses on paper dolls. And for children that don't want to make dresses, they can make any type of outfit they want. The point is that they use their creativity like Anne Cole did, and then they will get to see how she felt putting together a finished product. Another book that I used in the classroom was Hidden Figures. I love this book because it's about women in math. You don't have a lot of books that address women and girls who like and excel in math, and I feel like this book it covers all of that, and it's super awesome. This book is we are going to have a math race. So we're going to be able to use manipulatives in the classroom, and Miss Tessie will put up math figures on the board, and we will quickly have to solve them with manipulatives and then call out the answers real quickly, because space race with math race, same thing. But the I would highly recommend going on a picture walk through this book. Another book that I use to go with my classroom is called Henry's Freedom Box. This one we will not be having an activity with. This is more of goes along with our word of the month, which is brave. What I do with this book is we do take a picture walk and we talk about why Henry was brave. This is the word brave was our word of the month for Black History Month. We have spoken about many Black people during this month that were brave and did brave things. Now, one of the ways that I formatted that was we talked about how we would feel if people were mean to us because we were different. And then we talk about all the ways that we are different. That is how you frame this. And this is how you can do Black History Month. I did have one person say that it wasn't developmentally appropriate because the children were not old enough to be introduced to social injustice. The thing that bothers me with that is that you're leaving out children of color who already have to deal with injustice and racism and all those things that happen to them, because children of color really do have these things happen to them and they're exposed to social injustice almost from the time that they are born. So they internalize it. They may not know what it is when they're younger, but making sure that they have a safe space to speak about it and helping them to process those emotions. That is why we're here. And it is not a developmentally, it is not something we should shy away from. And it is developmentally appropriate to teach children about other people's cultures and history. It's our job as educators to make sure that we're not using DAP as a way to get out of not teaching something. We want to use DAP as a way to figure out a way to teach it. Children are intelligent, they are empathetic, and they notice the things that are going on around them. And if we as teachers do not use our empathy and our intelligence to help children process these things, we're not doing our jobs. If you do want to learn more about DAP, I will post the link to the book for Nacy in the comments and where the books are. And if you would like to know about these books and where I got them, which I will tell you now. I got them from Barnes & Noble, but you can order them on Amazon. Again, Henry's Freedom Box, Hidden Figures, and Fancy Party Gowns. I do have other books that I have in my classroom. The favorite right now that they love picture walking during reading time is Barack Obama's book that he wrote for his daughters, and that's called Barack Obama, A V I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters. They actually love this book and they picture walk through it all the time, and we thought it was super sweet that he wrote a book for his daughters. Again, DAP is not meant to be used to discourage teachers and parents and educators from teaching something. DAP is to help you figure out how to teach it. If you want to hear more on this subject, let me know, comment, share the video. I will be making more videos. I'm sorry there was such a lengthy time span between my videos. I don't look like this all the time, and by the end of the day, I look like a clown. So I don't feel like I should be on video. So I had to reapply my makeup after work today. I actually made this video in the morning and had to redo it again. But again, I'm here to help. I encourage you to leave messages for me and tell me what you would like the next video to be about. All right, thank you for joining Miss Tessie at Perfect Start Learning. Goodbye.